It's good to have you back with us at Somaliland National Television. I'm Mohammed Aden, here to present the English Bulletin. These are the stories making headlines. A state funeral held in Hargeisa. Kulmir leader conveys condolences to the public over the death of public figures. Minister of Trade and Investment attends the opening ceremony of a new business venture. A state funeral has been held in Hargeisa for the late Vice Minister of Justice Osman Abdullahi and the celebrated songster Abdullahi Miradar. Meanwhile, the Vice President of Somaliland, Abdurrahman Abdullah Ismail Saidi, sent cables of condolences to the public over the death of the late public figures. The state funeral has been held with the presence of various government officials, members of parliament, cultural leaders, religious scholars and family members of the deceased public figures. They all prayed for Allah to grant the deceased Vice Minister and lyricist with ample sustenance and peaceful abode in the hereafter. The Vice President of Somaliland, speaking in a press statement conveyed through media, sent condolences to the bereaved families of the late Vice Minister of Justice and lyricist Sheikh Miradar. The press statement emphasized the role the Vice Minister of Justice played in serving his respective nation, dedicating his efforts to make sure achievements in every post and task assigned with him. The Vice President also paid tribute to the late lyricist Abdullahi Miradar, who is said played a major part in the Somali lyrics for so many years, where he made his name as one of the most renowned vocalists of his time. Finally, the Vice President prayed for Allah to grant the deceased with ample sustenance and peaceful abode in the hereafter. Leader of the ruling political party, Mon-18-July-2016 conveyed condolence message in a press statement released from his office over the death of the late Vice Minister of Justice and lyricist. Kulmir leader, speaking in a press statement from his office, expressed sincerest condolences to the family members, friends and loved ones of the late Vice Minister of Justice Osman Abdullahi and renowned lyricist Abdullahi Miradar. Mon-18-July-2016 indicated that the late Vice Minister of Justice was an individual who dedicated his efforts and life towards serving his nation from the time the country was recovering from the aftermath of post-conflicts up until his death. Meanwhile, the leader of the ruling political party of Somaliland paid tribute to Abdullahi Miradar, a lyricist and a renowned vocalist by all Somali-speaking communities. The chairman of the ruling party prayed Allah to grant the deceased figures with ample sustenance and peaceful abode in the hereafter. Minister of Trade and International Investment Hussein Aden Hussein Deir attended an event that saw the opening of a new business venture in Hargeisa. The unveiling ceremony had also in attendance other government officials and dignitaries. The owner of the business venture, Abdurrahman Mohammed Awad, provided the opening remarks at the unveiling event of his business center and stated that he felt responsibility for his neighborhood so that residents would have access to modern furniture in their vicinity without traveling to markets away from home. He further added that he felt there's need for such a business in Mon-18-July-2016 neighborhood. Thus he challenged himself as a businessman to grasp the opportunity that he is still unsure of what fruits would it bear. The Vice Minister of the Ministry of Presidency, Mohammed Musa Abbas, reiterated the necessity of such a business endeavor that not only has been opened for a profit, but due to the need of the residents. He continued to stress the fundamental importance of taking similar steps by the other business people residing in Hargeisa and the country as a whole. Keynote speakers at the ceremony urged businessmen to follow suit by always profiting the needs of their clientele and understanding necessities. They corroborated that Somaliland has been having flourishing and burgeoning economy for the decades it existed. Likewise, the business sector was making tremendous achievements ranging from increasing investment in the private sector to increasing efforts stimulating emerging markets. The Minister of Trade and Investment, speaking at the ceremony, expressed appreciation to the owner of the furniture that will be known as Awad for his dedication in adding this venture to the markets in Hargeisa. I am complimenting Abdurrahman Mohammed Awad for the efforts he exerted in increasing the magnificence of Mon-18-July-2016 neighborhood. However, the business needs courage. I prayed for Allah that He meets with every success. It is magnificent furniture equipment with great quality, having very different designs for eating, sleeping and office furnishing. On behalf of my ministry, we are ready to encourage Abdurrahman and people who've taken similar steps by opening training programs for their staff and by facilitating investment opportunities for them to further develop their businesses. And that's it for this edition of the English Bulletin. From me and the rest of the team, thank you for joining us. Be sure to catch us tomorrow at the same time.